Today I'm going to be starting a brand new survival world in the new Trails and Tales 1.20 update. And this is episode 1. And just like every first episode ever, we're going to start by breaking down a tree. And while we're up here, I can go ahead and craft myself a wooden axe so that we can get down a little bit quicker and collect some wood while we're at it. And there we go. All chopped down. Now we have plenty of wood to start the series. And although it is just in survival mode rather than hardcore, I do still want to go make sure that I get a bed first off so that we can sleep away the night and not have to deal with any of like the zombies and skeletons and stuff. So if we make our way through this forest, I think I saw an area over here, where it's a little bit more cleared out and more like a meadow. So if we head through here, we may be able to find ourselves some sheep. And hello guys, I unfortunately do not have iron yet, so goodbye. And 3 wool acquired. We can go ahead and now craft that into a bed. And now, in concept, we should be safe from the creepy crawlies at night. Next thing I think I want to do is get an oak tree sapling. Oh, that is not an oak tree. My apologies. Next thing I want to do is get an oak tree sapling, just in case we don't settle somewhere where there are oak trees. They're pretty common, but just in case. And while we're already near a desert, I may as well grab some cactus as well. Oh, and check out this desert pyramid. That will be really cool. Hopefully something cool inside. Can go down here, and I actually do need a pickaxe. Haven't made one of those yet. Then we can use that pickaxe to mine our way all the way down, hopefully not dropping anything on that pressure plate. And then we can immediately destroy it so we don't accidentally do an oopsies. Now, finally, we can check out what's in here. Not the diamonds I was looking for, but that will be pretty helpful in the future. A golden apple, definitely useful. Also a saddle, so we can now get a horse if we really wanted to. Might be easiest for traveling. And another golden apple in the final chest. So no diamonds this time, but I figure we'll probably run into something that will give us diamonds eventually. And if not, we'll just go mining. And now that we have made it out of the pyramid, I am actually seeing a little bit of a desert village over here as well. So we might as well go check this out. A blacksmith, definitely will take that. Get some gold, and definitely will take the pickaxes. A much needed upgrade from the wooden pickaxe. I usually don't have wooden pickaxes for this long, but I haven't really been collecting cobblestone, so I can change that by taking out this guy's wall really quick and crafting ourselves a stone axe and stone shovel. And conveniently, there's a trash can right next to me. And while I'm destroying pretty much this entire guy's house, might as well grab his furnaces as well. Then we can also steal some of the village's food and a bed. And with all of our new hay bales, we might as well craft it all up into some bread so that we have plenty of food to snack on for this episode. Now the last thing that I want to do before I leave is say hello to the village iron golem. That way we can get a little bit more iron to get us going. And for should do, I think I'm going to start by making myself an iron axe and then using the last little bit of iron to make myself a shield. And since the desert villages all spawn with a little camel with them, we might as well use our saddle and bring along a little bit of a buddy with us. And I want to see, I think I've seen something about the camel being able to carry this chest. So if we hop on this guy, can I give you a chest? No. So it doesn't look like the camel can be used for storage. Oh well. But with that, I think it is time to head away from the village. And now what I want to do is search for a village that just isn't a desert one. Ideally, I'd like to be in some sort of meadow like this with some water next to it. And now that I'm thinking about it, I really don't need the village to be in the plains biome. I can just kind of build one in here and then kind of migrate all of the villagers over to where I want them to be. So while this is already a plains biome right next to a batch of water, I think I'm going to settle down here. It has what I was looking for, just not really quite in the right spots. But we'll work with it. So if we make our way over here to the ocean, I am going to settle myself down right here on the corner and make a little temporary home. Something like that should do it. And then I'm going to take these saplings that I collected earlier and kind of throw them over here in the corner. I want to start growing them just so that we have the wood when we need it, but I also don't want it to take up too much room. And now what I think I'm going to do is head back over to the village and wait for a couple more iron golems to spawn. I think that'll be a little bit safer than going down into the caves looking for some iron, and probably quicker. Plus, it gives me a little bit more of an opportunity to steal all their stuff as I'm waiting for the golems. Okay, taking a look. Oh no, that could have gone worse. I was gonna say, taking a look in here, I spotted a little bit of a spawner, I believe. Oh, that's perfect. That's not perfect. Hold up, this got a little chaotic. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, come on. Okay, well, at least I'm only over here. The good news about that spawner, though, is that that's really, really close to home. So we would, in theory, if I knew how to do it very well, be able to turn that into a skeleton XP farm. And also a bone farm. And of course the golem spawns now. He sensed I was in danger. He just had no idea where I was because I was in the middle of a cave. Now, I believe I was right here. Yes. If I can sneak in here. Hopefully grab my shield. I also just trapped myself in here. Just gonna say no to that. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go over there with some torches, I think. I think that would be a better idea. So let's sleep and then see if we can grab our stuff yet again. And then I said I was gonna come in with torches and I didn't. That was smart of me. Nothing really in here though, so I think I'm just gonna leave it. I did see some coal though. So if I take that and I head back out here, then we can turn these into some torches. Then we can take these guys out and they shouldn't spawn anymore, in theory. We'll just add lots of torches to make sure that they don't. Now, I'm a little bit weak and I've somehow lost my bread. That's not good. Oh, there it is. Perfect. So if I can figure out how to get down there, I think I'm going to just craft myself up a couple pieces of bread here and drop some sand until I can reach. Here we go. Then we can drop down here and grab our bread. And while we're down here, we might as well see if there's anything in here. And it looks like it's just a couple pieces of coal, but it does lead into a cave system, which has a little bit of iron. So we might as well grab this. Oh, there's another spawner. Okay, I think I'm just gonna run in there and try to block it off. This one is a zombie spawner, which I believe gives more XP than the skeleton spawner would. So that's very, very useful. So we might as well take some cords on this one as well. That way we can always come back to it. And speaking of coming back, I don't think I'm really prepared to take on this cave quite yet because I really don't have any armor. And the best thing that I've got right now is this iron axe to defend me. So let's head back up to the surface for a little bit and see if we can get more geared up before we head back down here. All right, now that we're back on the surface, we can also say hello to this iron golem that spawned while we were doing that little bit of an adventure, which gave us 5 iron plus our 10 that we got from the cave. We have a total of 15 iron that we can spend on our armor, which I think I'm going to use to make some leggings and a chest plate. That way we're a little bit geared up. Hello, nothing too fancy, but I do have a few emeralds. So I could buy melons, light gray dye, green dye, or lily of the valley, which I'm pretty sure is all things I can get near me, so I will definitely take these leads though. Hopefully they're not mad at me for a while. While we wait for those guys not to be mad at me any longer, we might as well head back to the village and see if we can get some more iron from the iron golems, or from any of the cave systems. Alrighty, coming out of the cave with 14 more iron, and that should be plenty for us to make our helmet and our boots, just like this. And with our last little bit of iron, I'd like to make myself a quick little bucket. That way if we ever have a little bit of an incident, I can at least try to MLG. So now that we're pretty much geared up all the way, with some semi-decent gear, I'd like to start my next project of making a starter base. And to do that, I think I want to go get a little bit nicer of wood than just oak and some jungle. Maybe something like spruce or some dark oak will do well. So let's just head out and see what I can find. Looks like we've got a little bit of a sunken ship right over here. So let's go check it out. And as an added bonus, here's a little bit of some wood that I was looking for, and it is literally ingrained into the stone right now. So this will be a little bit interesting. So I've taken quite a bit of building materials from this boat, but I don't think I'm going to get any much else. So I'm going to take those materials and try to repurpose them for my house. So first thing I want to do is take some of these jungle logs, and I want to see if these look good stripped. And I think they'll do pretty well. So I think I'm going to use stripped jungle logs on the first bottom part of the house. That way we can save some of the dark oak logs for the second layer. So we can go like this and make a front entranceway and use the spruce door that we found at the shipwreck as our front entrance. Here's just kind of like a basic outline of what the house is going to look like. I think right here along this wall, I'll probably put a big old chest room. And then along this side, a kitchen area with maybe a little counter dividing the space. And then we'll also probably add a wall right there just to section off where we're going to have the bedroom area. And of course, there's still an upstairs, so I'm gonna have to figure that one out as well. But so far, I think it looks pretty good. The next thing I think I want to do is go out and grab some cobblestone because I've run out of stone to work on the bottom of the house. So we might as well start a little bit of a mine right here. That way we may run into some iron or some coal, maybe even some diamonds if we get low enough, so that we can still be productive while also mining for some cobblestone. 4 iron, 20 coal, and a couple stacks of cobblestone later, I would call that a pretty good mining trip. So we can go ahead and throw all of this into the furnaces, and then as this is smelting, we can start adding to the base of the house. And now that we've got all of the cobblestone in place, and I've made a little bit of a countertop while I was waiting, I think the next thing I want to do is head over into the village and grab some red terracotta. And we're going to put that right in the front entranceway. Just like that. And I think for now, I'm just going to also continue making the rest of the walls red. Terracotta. It's not quite red, but it's similar. Then we can add a little bit of a roof line and some windows. And then finally add some shutters. And in order to kind of keep the series going a little bit quicker so that I don't lose interest, I've kind of made a compromise with my videos. I've decided to only start recording for 2 hours, which means that unfortunately I'm out of time for this one, which means I'm gonna have to leave this house for the next episode. I think we'll be okay because we made a lot of really good progress. We got tons of building materials, lots of iron armor and tools, and of course made a little camel friend over there. So if you happen to enjoy it at any point in time, consider subscribing because I would love to see you guys in the next video. And speaking of next videos, here's a couple I think that you would enjoy.